My little podcast back at it with some unfortunate news today. So basically, if you don't know, there is a such thing called Christian rap or Christian hip hop, where everyone define it as, and actually a guy by the name of Gawvi, who I actually listened to, has been accused of basically sending unsolicited, explicit photos to people, which is yeah, that sucks, just to say the least. Um, so basically, based on like January 29th, he made an Instagram post basically saying, he's been separated from his wife since like 2020. He went to counseling and all that stuff, and basically the relationship was not able to be repaired. So basically, he is now getting a divorce. And him and his wife has two kids. He don't want you disrespecting her and this and that. And he also said there was no scandal involved in this divorce that's either coming or just happened. I don't know. I know he says been separated since 2020 and divorce happening. So whatever. So that's cool. Like honestly, it's kind of sad to see because when you have Christian people that you kind of look up to. I ain't gonna say I look up to him, but I thought he was a great artist. I thought he made great music, and yeah, he married with two kids. I'm like, yo, like nothing happening. Scandals happening. It's cool. Like you kind of you just hope for the best. But then just as time went on, I guess it's a female who's in like the music industry. She does many different things though, but she does do music from time to time, and her name is I don't know how to actually say her name correctly. So it's spelled Catapant. So how do you say her name? She basically saw that post and she kind of started dropping some real heat about the situation behind that. So basically, I'm just gonna go on my phone right now and just read you what she was saying to just get into it. So she said, years ago I made album artwork for Gawvi. For our next project, I'm going excuse me. For my next project, I'm going to make a collage of all the unasked for DICK pics he sent to women while he was still married. So that started off a nice little chain reaction of what is really going on, why he is entering a divorce. You know what I'm saying? So then stop there. Somebody was saying, basically, we should be praying for him, and what's happening right now is not biblical, and that his circle should have done more. We're gonna just say her name is Catapant, just because we'll just assume that's how you pronounce it, okay? She replied to that one saying, "Do you think I'd be doing this if he actually listened to his circle? They did not address it, or excuse me, they did address it. He cut them all off. He's got like 3 friends left." She goes on, goes on, goes on. Basically saying that everyone confronted him. People knew about his actions for a year. He wasn't good at covering his tracks. He refused accountability, and he is standing up for a friend, who I'm assuming is his wife, and basically saying that he's lying with his statement, and he's painting a false picture of why the divorce is happening. So it doesn't look good at all for Gawvi. Obviously, it kind of sucks that he actually said there was no scandal involved, and obviously that is literally what's happening right now. So basically, we got him sending, while married, sending unsolicited, explicit photos to other people. It seems like it's multiple people. It seems like she says he's not good at covering shots. So apparently, he probably was more open than anything about it. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of sucks. So what happens from now is Gawvi is signed to Reach Records. If you do know about Christian hip hop, Reach Records is probably one of the biggest Christian hip hop record companies. You got Lecrae, Andy Mineo, What Up RG. A lot of people that actually like just in Christian rap. You know what I'm saying? 1K, few, all of them. Gawvi is signed to them, and now he is not because they ended up releasing him. And there was a statement with that basically saying that his behavior is inconsistent with their core values, and they're going to end up, the professional relationship with him. So Reach Rex basically cut the ties, and asking that we kind of pray and just whatnot. And here's my thing too is I'm gonna say it's now before the end because just in case I do forget. When people are in the faith that's going through these things, we really need to actually pray for them because I see it a lot. We're like, oh, I'm gonna pray for them, and it's like a saying, but we never do. Honestly, and I don't gotta expose my prayer. But honestly, I did pray for Gawvi last night because this is big. For one, he's married. is married, was married, whatever. It happened while he was married, and he got 2 kids. You feel me? Then he's literally obviously if it's been going on for like over a year, he's probably been backsliding for a while, and it's probably I'm just gonna assume it. That it's most likely more than one person he sent this to. So we honestly gotta take time to pray for these people and not just bash them. You know what I'm saying? So if you're seeing this, whatever, just take time, pray for him. Don't just literally take a note right now and put down, I'm going to pray for Gawvi or anyone else. You know what I'm saying? We just have a big issue with Rabbi Zacharias, a guy that when it comes to logic and the faith and with atheism and whatnot, that's the guy I really looked up to. And it basically came out when he passed on that, he was doing some dirt himself too. If you don't know about that, look it up. That is a truthful thing. His ministry actually did, some research, and they actually said that the statements made by the women that accused him of doing these things were verified and they are true. So, like, it's sad. Like, dudes in the faith is like, we need to. Here's my thing: don't ever get to a situation or a level in wherever you're doing that you feel that you cannot be held accountable. Because that's what Catafine alluded to. That he people try to talk to him, and try to hold him accountable, and he's just like didn't too much care for it. You know what I'm saying? If I could find exactly what she said about that, when someone refuses accountability and is a textbook narcissist, there is no addressing him privately. So basically, I mean, she said, like I said, people have talked to him. He basically doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's sad because you got Gawvi, the newest one, Rabbi Zacharias. You got the Hillsong guy that was Justin Bieber's pastor that got caught cheating. The list goes on and on. It's kind of sad, bro. Like we really gotta get a community around us, hold each other accountable. I don't care where you are. If you're like the lead pastor of 3 million people, like get your own group or something because listen, lust is for men is always going to be a big problem. I mean, I can't speak on one perspective because I'm not a woman. I don't got women friends that really conversate on that type of level, but I do got male friends that you conversate about saying like lust is a big issue. You know what I'm saying? Then we're trying to be pure in the faith too. That's another issue that you gotta face too. You know what I'm saying? So like, just you gotta keep holding yourself accountable. I don't care where you are in life. You know what I'm saying? So after this, Reach Records, I just named some other artists that was part of that label. None of them have really said anything about it so far. Obviously, they probably want to let it just blow over and see what they can do, afterwards, or because they actually do got a tour coming up, which I plan on going to. It's another Unashamed tour, where basically like the whole label goes on tour. So I'm playing. Gawvi was supposed to be on that tour. I mean, now obviously he's gonna be dropped from it. But yeah, so they never said anything. So leaving it at that. But furthermore, apparently Gawvi's wife, she said have a TikTok up since all these allegations came out. She actually made the account private. But she in her post it did seem like she was alluding to that infidelity and trauma and healing was needing to happen in her life. You know what I'm saying? Just giving those messages out to other people. So that's just basically where we're at right now. There is Gawvi was part of a group growing up with another artist named Butter P. She made a weird statement that probably can be attributed to Gawvi. Basically, what she said. She said, "Man, oh man, I'm on the verge of exposing this little boy. Had to cut the grass. I found some snakes in the camp." And it seemed like she made some more statements, but it seemed like it was all just reaction to basically the whole situation. So, what we have here, we got a brother in the faith doing dirt and finally being caught and kind of try to cover it up in a sense by what he released. And now the truth is out that why this is probably happening. So, man, here's the thing. And once again, this is go for women and men, but I can only speak to men because I'm a man. We got to get control of this lust situation, man. Like, honestly. I know this whole video I was saying accountability, that I'm going to get back to that. But just for one, men and lust is just a very big issue that we need to get a hold of. And that comes with accountability. Because, honestly, Lust Battle, I don't think we're just that strong to handle on our own. I think we need to come and honestly to faith. I mean, in faith, and to God and to our friends, like, yo, this is what I'm struggling with. I need your help. I need you to pray for me. You know what I'm saying? I need you to watch out for me. You know what I'm saying? And just all together, like, even with porn. Like, I know a lot of Christian men, we struggle with porn. You know, trying to be pure. We have issues with porn. Like, if you got issues with porn, like, let your brother know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now he's when I first came to faith, I ain't gonna lie to say that I wasn't, I didn't have my own lust temptations. Like, I wasn't watching porn. Like, my homeboy knows it. My boy's name is Randall. He basically knows. Like, I told him, like, yo, straight up, like, I used to have a problem with porn. You feel me? Like, I told him the truth, and he actually said that he did too. But at the same time, we were fighting that battle. You know what I'm saying? Overcoming, just keeping, praying to God, consistently trying to, be real and transparent. You know what I'm saying? You can't hide these things from God. You know what I'm saying? You can't. And I think a lot of times we just start we actually are kind of falling off with God, and that is why we fall into these traps. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it starts slowly. It's just certain things you don't see, like, you stop, you was just faithful in church every Sunday, and all of a sudden you miss a week. Okay, then next week come back, then you miss 2 weeks, and it's just slowly but sure. And these things build, and it builds and it builds and it builds until basically you're gonna fall, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I think that comes with accountability. You feel me? Like, he has a whole artist of brothers in the faith. Like, he has 1K Few, What Up RG, the head honcho, Lecrae, Tadashi, um, Andy Minnow. He got some dudes that he can literally just hit up like, hey, like, listen, I need to talk to you real quick. You feel me? Um, I know Tadashi, he's on Reach Records too. He had a situation way back where his kid had died, and like he had an interview, like he was just talking to Lecrae, like, yo, like, I'm struggling. You know what I'm saying? He was like, a lot of times he had words to say, so he would text him like, yo, what's up? You feel me? Just so he try kind of get like a message like, yo, I need some help. And like, if you gotta do that, bro. Like, just don't, bro. Like, you understand the repercussions when these things happen, especially like I say, it's just not, it's just not him. He has like kids that's involved too, and the kids got to see this and understand that their parents are not going to be separated and whatnot. Because apparently, according to Gawvi, I mean, I don't know if we can trust everything he's saying right now, but he said there was counseling and whatnot done. It just couldn't work. So you got two kids that got to grow up knowing that their parents are separated. And then you don't want to be that kid that's hearing like my father say that he's just this Christian guy, and it's like, well, how did this happen? You feel me? And then I don't know, man. It's tough just to see these things because it kind of hurts, breaks my heart a little bit because it makes you think if Christian couples aren't making it when we should be the main ones. We're the main ones pushing marriage because we don't want our men and women just out around sleeping around. You feel me? So we're the main ones that kind of push marriage. So to see these people falling, it's like, like, who are we to look up to? You know what I'm saying? Like, because even pastors are cheating on their wives and getting divorces. Like John Gray, for instance, he's another pastor, a great pastor, very funny. That I listened to a couple times. My homeboy sent me videos, and he ended up falling. I think it was like two different situations. Like in both, the first time it was weird. They tried to like insinuate he cheated, but he didn't cheat, and it was weird how they tried to word it. Cause I seen like I read an article about when these allegations first came out, and it was weird how they tried to word it. You know what I'm saying? But then the second time, basically had messages where this guy's trying to invite another female on a flight to him to wherever he was vacationing or going to speak at, wherever he was going to do. He was basically inviting another female out there, and that was when it really fell apart. And like, you cannot hide it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think he actually dropped a video too, trying to word it too, but it didn't work that time. You feel me? So like these things, man, it's tough. Like I said, because you really just expect the Christian brothers and sisters to be the biggest ones to look up to, and when these things happen, it's like, bro, like, you kind of start doubting yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, should I get married? If I get married, like, like, here's the thing: marriage is not going to cure anything that you're going through. If you're a porn addict now, you get married, you're gonna be a porn addict. If you got a wandering eye right now, you get married, you're gonna still have a wandering eye. This why I say you should fix yourself before you even try to get into these situations. So, fix yourself as a man, woman, single, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just to prevent situations like these, because this is tough. This is a tough one to see. You know what I'm saying? And Reach Records is getting a little bit of heat too. because obviously they is making it seem like they really didn't, have accountability over him and did enough to stop this from happening. But I don't think we can really go that route. Listen, these people have their own lives on that label. Most of them are married or in relationships. Then you gotta think that they are artists too. So they got their own issues to deal with. Like, you can't keep like a tracker on everybody and see what they're doing, what they're sending on their personal phone to other people. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep a track on that. Then from the list of it, Catafone actually said in one of her tweets, she said, Reach Rex is good in her book. They tried. You feel me? So that means people there knew about this and they tried, and he just wasn't having it to the point they had to release him. You know what I'm saying? And now it's public. They're catching the heat, like I said, and I don't know, man. Man, we gotta take some accountability and some responsibility for our actions. We are bound to fall. We are humans. We are bound to fall, but at the same time, we have a Lord and Savior who died for our sins, who has covered our sins, and we gotta trust in what He did for us to overcome these things. Like I said, we're gonna fall. You're gonna fall. I'm gonna fall. It's going to happen, but admit we're wrong, confess it. You feel me? And get some accountability and come back stronger, man. So this obviously ain't, the most happiest episode I can put out, but just give me a perspective and just, things to consider, if you feel if you're going through this or you got a situation similar, you know what I'm saying, or if you feel like you're prone to fall, you know what I'm saying, just, do the best you can, man. Just the biggest thing is don't hide it, confess it, and just try to learn from me better if that is your situation. If not, like I said, just keep trying to push and stay in the faith and be strong, because we hold our leaders up to high standards, and sometimes we forget that they are human, they are bound to fall, and Gawvi is the latest one, and I hope that he learns from this, and he admits his struggles, his flaws, his infidelity or whatever, and he grows from this, man. So like I said earlier, the best thing right now to do is don't bash. You can comment or whatever if you see another video about him or whatnot, or go on his music videos and whatnot. But pray for him. You know what I'm saying? Don't say I'm gonna pray for him and just leave it at that. That happens a lot. Like I said, take time to pray for him. You know what I'm saying? And pray for him. Pray for yourself. Keep your own strength in battling these temptations and lusts of this world, and pray for everybody. You know what I'm saying? We all need prayer. You feel me? So that being said, man, Lone Wolf Podcast, I'm out.